Nick, you're awfully quiet. Did you go to college?
I did. I went to University of Minnesota. I didn't finish, though. I dropped out to play poker because I'm an idiot. But I got a 31 on my ACT.
Poker.
You played really? Poker?
Yeah.
To gamble?
Yeah. I made I was living with college roommates. I made $40,000 in 9 months online. But I was just smoking a bunch of weed and not going to class, and I dropped out.
I don't know if I'd brag on getting a 31 on ACT.
No, that's really
good.
31 is good.
31's really good. Any 30 or higher is really good.
Yeah, Brendan doesn't know what's good.
36.
I got a 32.
No, you didn't.
I swear on my life I had 32.
On an ACT.
On ACT.
I'm impressed, but I consider that really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I consider both of them good, bro. You can't say 31. You can't say 31 is bad and 32 is.
I think he was being humble. He was saying he
I'm
didn't
not
do
saying
that.
yeah. There's some big scores out there.
34 will get you into any place in the
really.
country.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
36 as high as you can get, right?
Yeah. I don't know if they changed because they added a writing portion and stuff now, but
how long is the test?
I don't know, 3-4 hours or something.
3-4 hours?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Damn, I couldn't do it.
And then did you take the SAT too?
No.
SAT was big in Denver. SAT was bigger than the ACT because if you want to go to California school, you need the SATs.
West Coast does SATs, East Coast does ACT.
We didn't have SATs, I don't think.
Really?
We had ACTs and we had.
And the SATs out of 1,600.
We had leap test. If you want to go to the next grade, you have to take this test. Y'all don't have that? But then they're letting any of y'all MFers into the grades, bro. They're letting half y'all in the grades can't even read. Freaking half you guys out here got your arm painted, fucking struggling in class. Bro.
Nick dropped out to be a high school professional gambler, for God's sakes. Look at him. What are you thinking, dude?
I don't know.
You can be a gambler anytime. Get your degree and then fucking play some poker, bro.
You're telling me, man.
Baby,
And then one day you just logged in and I'm already dropped out of school and you signed into the poker sites and the Fed seized everything. It's called Black Friday in poker circles and you just couldn't play anymore. So then I got a job at Sports Authority.
Oh, wow, that's super sad.
Sports Authority was nice though.
Yeah, also known as Gart. I think Gart Sporting Goods in Denver. They switched to
Yeah, it started in Eagle, Colorado, actually.
Shout out to
Good
Wait,
place.
how far were you into school?
All the way. I have literally a little more than a semester left.
Do you ever want to go back like Quavo?
Maybe one day, but it's definitely not necessary to anything I'm doing now.
How'd you get into producing podcasts?
I was sleeping in my car and I got an internship at the Adam Carolla Show. I literally moved from Minneapolis to LA because I thought podcasts were growing and I wanted to work for it. And I listened to Carolla every day. I listened to you guys. I went to the first day. I was living in my car. I went to a live show of Fighter and the Kid. It was during the day. It was on a Tuesday at Social Media Week LA in 2015.
Yes, it was in Santa Monica.
Yeah, I was in the crowd.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was our first live show.
Yeah, and it was
a nightmare.
Yeah, because there were 7 people in the crowd that
they didn't know who we were. It was awful. I was cussing up there. They're like, "Hey, buddy, no,
And does Brendan seem any different now than he did then, Nick?
No.
See?
Same goofy, lovable guy.
Nick's gonna pick flannels. I can't see Nick in a Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah,
but you don't drop out of college, become a professional gambler, and wear Hawaiian shirts.
Only if you're successful.
What a classic move, dude!
I know, I can't get over it, bro.
It's so crazy. It's so stupid. I fucking love it, dude.
And it wasn't even it was gambling online?
Yeah.
Oh.
5 tabling. You can't make any real money in person. 5 tables at a time, baby.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It was honest, and that's when I started really listening to podcasts and shit. So all things happen for a reason.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, look at Dan Bilzerian. You're the same thing. Just his daddy funded him. You know what I'm saying?
And what about you, Chin? How did you end up in the podcast world?
It's a boring story though.
Not really. Yeah. It's kind of a dope story.
Well, I was a producer and a voiceover director for a Spanish dubbed Korean television show.
So confusing. So confusing.
And it was a K-pop show. So I actually directed people, voiceover directed people in Spanish.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You speak Spanish?
A little bit.
Oh, shit. That's dope.
Okay.
What's up?
And then
What is going on, dude?
Crazy, huh?
So somebody that spoke a little bit of Spanish
no, I speak
is
a decent amount.
directing people.
Directing whole networks.
It's directing Korean people.
No, they're
in
actually
Spanish voiceover.
they're actually Spanish speakers, but they're dubbing over Korean television show,
Okay.
K-pop show.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Did they have to speak English also, and you told them you translated the Korean to English and just told them in English?
No, so we had a translator do the entire sheet, and then I would just direct them how to say it.
Oh, that's
just
pretty
just
cool.
like to voice act. It was just
Yeah.
voice acting.
I see.
But then I did that, and I rented my own studio. So I built the whole studio there too, and I rented that on the weekends, my own, with my own money, and produced podcasts just to learn it. And then Brennan and Finding the Kid, Brennan was on Joe Rogan's podcast. They were looking for a producer, and so I just randomly thought I'm gonna see him at a show, give him a thumb drive with all my information on it, all the shows I did, all that stuff. He took it, reached out later, boom,
What'd you do with the thumb drive?
I did a set at the Laugh Factory. This is what, 5 years ago, Chin? Close to four. I was doing a set at the Laugh Factory. I got off stage and Chin was like, "I'm your next producer." I was
you
kind
really,
of
Chin?
scared. I was like,
Or else.
"Oh man,
Yeah.
does he have a samurai sword? What are we gonna do here?" And then next thing,
Oh,
here
yeah.
he is. But he was a badass.
Thanks, dude.
And this has actually haunted me for years. He came in to Corolla because he's friends with Chris Loxamana, who's Adam Carolla's producer. And I worked there at the time. And he came in just like asking questions how they ran stuff. And he left. And I wanted to apply. I was not qualified at the time to like run a podcast. But I go to Chris. I go, I hope he doesn't get it.
Jeez.
I literally felt I'm like, that was just bad juju. You got to root for people. I feel bad, man. Sorry.
Meet me at 195. That's all I'm
180, bro.
Double match.
That's crazy.
Tag team match, bro.
Bro, that's a dude wishing the darkness on people, man.
Damn,
We've all
Nick.
been there, brother.
I'm glad I got it off my chest.
All right.
Amen,
And then look what
bro.
you have now.
You
This
feel
is
better,
amazing.
Nick? You feel better?
I do,
now?
I do.
You got it out, dude.
I hope he doesn't get it.
Damn.
I respect
harsh.
that, though,
Chris
man.
looked at me. He's like, "What the hell's your problem?"
You're like, everything's my problem.
Where do I start?